The Namibian Journal of Social Justice, which was virtually launched in collaboration with Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, aims to provide scholarly views on the housing crisis in Namibia and how it can be solved. According to Guillermo Delgado, the program coordinator for the Integrated Land Management Institute at NAST, the majority of Namibia's population resides in urban areas, and most Namibians who live in these urban areas live in informal settlements.
This journal comes at a crucial time. As some of you may know already, the majority of the population in Namibia lives in an urban area, and figures of the Shack Dwellers Federation show that most of these live in an informal settlement. Now, issues of urban land in Namibia have come a long way. From the get-go, urban areas were segregated places, making clear divisions between advantaged and disadvantaged. Urban areas were places of displacements, relocations, evictions, stuff that today are clearly considered human rights abuses. But after independence, urban matters were not given the rightful attention. But at the same time, much has been tried since then. So today we might be at a turning point about what to do. So through civil society pressure, very much motivated by social justice, urban land became one of the areas of land reform in Namibia in 2018. This speaks about a need from bottom-up of prioritizing urban land. Living conditions in informal settlements were identified nationally as humanitarian crisis. Indeed, the housing situation is a crisis. And if we take official figures of the number of plots of land or housing that get delivered every year, vis-a-vis what we need to overcome, not only catch up with the backlog, but to even anticipate the estimates of what is coming now, let alone prepare for the future, we are really in a sort of tight situation.
According to Job Amupanda, the mayor of Windhoek and one of the founders of the Affirmative Repositioning Movement, an organization that mobilizes for social justice with the urban poor, the new publication is an intellectual platform for social justice academics and activists who want to critically question the dominant neoliberal order and search for alternatives.
The students that we teach at the University of Namibia in the social sciences are residing in the informal settlements. They can't study at night. But students in the School of Medicine who automatically have scholarships are accessing their rooms with their fingers at the School of Medicine. The journal has a radical character, but we are not arrogant. There's a difference between being radical in the ideas. You see, for example, I'm in the editorial collective, but the journal criticizes the city of Windhoek, for which I'm mayor. That is a radical character of it. And I intend to take copies to each and every council and members of the executive of the city of Windhoek for them to be able to understand. So to some people, they're going to wonder, how can you be in the editorial collective, but the same journal is criticizing the city of Windhoek? But it has nothing to do with who's mayor and things like that. But it is the radical content and character and the messages. And people are very serious about some of these things.
A central question that emerges from the first edition of the Namibian Journal of Social Justice, titled Namibia's Housing Crisis in Perspective, is whether the government can afford to continue to treat housing as a commodity when this commodification has clearly failed to deliver housing justice in a country with a historic legacy of inequality.